Welcome to Sioux City, Iowa. The RAGBRAI Expo is where you'll find tens of thousands of riders from around the world as they kick off the statewide journey. And if you're lucky, you just might have an opportunity to meet your favorite YouTuber, such as the popular cyclist and outdoor adventurer Ryan Van Duzer.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you.
There's
what's
Carrol.
up? What's up? Good to see you. I just gotta get this guy a book.
Deer made it.
Right on. Good to see you. No way. You're here. This is so cool. I just need to get this guy a book really quick and then I'll come back.
He's so crazy.
Also here to take photos.
So Connor's not coming till Tuesday, they said, huh?
Yeah.
You're on your own till Tuesday?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Hang out with us for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. We have pizza here. People want pizza. Come get pizza.
Day one takes us eastward from Sioux City to the overnight town of Storm Lake. Riders are in for a 70-plus mile journey, covering over 3,500 feet of climbing. Many get an early start to their day, making sure that they have everything they need: tools, food, and hydration before heading out on Iowa's country roads. For those that drove themselves to the event, last-minute precautions are made to find support drivers who are nice enough to drive their vehicles to the overnight town. While they're doing that, let's check in and see what the other riders are up to. Well, I'll be. It looks like RAGBRAI 50 is officially underway. Just look at them go. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride. Or a brisk walk in this case. Sometimes the locals get a kick out of it just as much as the riders do, setting up free roadside refreshments and enjoying the spectacle.
Welcome to Free Vodka Shots. Yes, we do this every day.
Some are more of a spectacle than others. Don't forget your chamois butter. For many at RAGBRAI, the opportunity to meet and learn about other people is a popular pastime. Some say it's what makes the event as popular as it is. Such is the case with Annie and her father Greg, who we met just cooling off under the shade. And so we sat and talked about home. Hey Greg, tell us what you know about Guam.
It's in the U.S., I'm not sure of the term. And I remember watching some sort of race, some sort of challenge thing that went through Guam, right? If I'm remembering that correctly.
To be honest, I've never even left the country yet, so I guess I've never experienced if you're comparing Guam and Midwest kindness, I've never experienced what Guam kindness is, I guess, or island kindness is. But maybe just based on what you said, maybe like the welcomingness of people. Annie, A-N-N-I-E, Skur, S-C-D-R-E is R.
And Greg, G-R-E-G, same last name.
No, we're from Grand Rapids, Michigan, actually.
10 hours away. There's actually 5 hours to Davenport where we dropped off the car, within 5 more hours across. So biking our way halfway home.
That'd be me. I saw a YouTube video actually. Kara and the other YouTubers, and that was probably they did it 2 years ago, so I saw it a year and a half ago. And I was talking to my roommates, I was like, when anybody do it, they're like, no, that's silly. And so I was like, I'll text my dad. And they're like, no way. He said yes. So I texted him, I was like, any chance you do this with me? It's on the YouTube video. And he just said, sure. And so last year didn't work out. We already had a vacation planned, but the stuck with it and we're there.
And the people have been really friendly.
Actually, a buddy of mine bought it for me.
It's a different kind of beautiful. Lake Tahoe and the mountains, and that's beautiful, but it really is, it is pretty.
The rolling hills, the cornfields, it's really great. I feel like West Michigan is kind of known for its small town like kindness too, but which I love about like West Michigan, and I think this really compares to that. Just like we stopped, what was it, like 7 miles, and just took a couple handing out free waters. We just sat and talked with them for a little bit. Yeah, I mean we haven't been through many small towns since our first like stopping town, but so far like the Iowa kindness has been really true from what we've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, you two. See you at the finish. And now, enjoy this interpretive poem created by our friend, the AI Engine.
Annie and Greg, from rapids so grand, 10-hour journey across the land. Davenport's 5, another 5 ahead, biking homeward, paths they tread. A YouTube spark, a dream so wild, Kara and Nate adventure compiled. Text to her father, please so bold, a YouTube tale, a venture told. West Michigan spirit they carried along, small town kindness, a bond so strong. Iowa's embrace, a mirror they find, in the hearts of its people, in every kind. Guam's distant shore, in mind's reach, a race remembered, lessons to teach. Father and daughter, as family and friend, pedal through kindness, love without end.
It's another beautiful morning for the thousands of campers as they wake up to blue skies, sore muscles, and the hunt for coffee. For riders who are registered, each morning they brave the line to the official RAGBRAI baggage truck. They load up their bags onto the truck, and then the truck transports the riders' bags to the next overnight town, where it'll be waiting for them after the day's ride. Day 2 takes us from Storm Lake to the overnight town of Carrol, covering close to 60 miles and 1,700 feet of climb. Today is the optional gravel day for the riders who choose a little bit of peace and quiet away from the large crowds.
Good.
Long stretches of beautiful scenery greet riders on Iowa's back roads.
Success.
Meanwhile, back on the road, riders are in good spirits as they know they only have a few miles left to go.
Hey!
At the end of the day, riders once again set up camp, grab a shower, and enjoy a free shuttle ride to downtown Carroll to support and experience the town's local shops and restaurants. Or just to enjoy some good old people watching.
Yeah, good sports stuff. Yeah, City's better than it's ever been in my lifetime. I've been to Berlin, but not a lot.
Boy, that sure is a lot of campers. I wonder how many spaghetti dinners it takes to feed them all. Until tomorrow, rest easy. The morning of day 3 gets off to a great start as riders make the trip to the next overnight town of Ames. It's also the Carrol Loop Century Day, where riders have the option of riding 100 miles for special bragging rights. We also meet Daniel, who talks about his experiences in Guam and Iowa and what he loves about both.
So what I love about being in Iowa right now, and also I've been to Guam because of the Navy, I think that there's a lot of connections between both places. The fact that, here in Iowa, they have Iowa nice. And I don't say that they're not nice, but they're definitely really nice to us because of RAGBRAI. We're coming through, we're supporting their towns, we're doing these things. But at the same time, when I went to Guam, I had the same niceness, the hospitality. People were there, it was great. But I also felt like somewhat similarity is because I was coming through with the Navy. We were passing by, it was an opportunity, but it was still amazing because I loved it, like the scenery. I'm in Iowa this week. This week, heaven is Iowa. When I was in Guam, I thought Guam was like heaven because it was so amazing. The people were nice, the scenery is beautiful. I loved it for the snorkeling. For here, I love it for the biking. They have different things, and somebody would say they're like polar opposites, but in reality, they're the same, and I love that about it. Daniel Hurd, DANIEL HURD, and I'm Ride with Dan USA of the One Pedal at a Time movement. I've been riding for a little over 5 years, on and off, for suicide prevention. My organization is called the One Pedal at a Time movement, and it's about encouraging people to become active. And really, for this program, it's about cycling and getting people on bikes, but in reality, it's just about movement. We're getting people involved in communities that we have within those communities of activities, so that we don't feel alone, and that, I can't remember the gentleman's name off the top of my head right now, but he's a very important gentleman that's with suicide prevention and education. And he said something to the lines of, it's hard to think about suicide when you're doing it, when you're jumping rope. And it's hard to think about those dark thoughts when you're being super active, because you have to stay focused and you have to think about what you're doing in the moment. Same thing as cycling. And thankfully, it saved my life as well. I attempted suicide 3 times, was pointing on a fork when the friend got me on a bicycle. And that same friend was the one that told me it's one pedal at a time. And, biking could have changed my life, but it was that phrase that became my mantra, my nonprofit, and my way of life in reality. Suicide prevention. One pedal at a time movement. Bracelets? Because even on our hardest days, we can still take that next step. And if we can't, that's when we need to ask for help, so that we can get the help to take our next step. So that's what we do, is we train them, we give the education so we get the practice and the real world implementation of saying, hey, are you okay? Are you thinking of suicide? Are you thinking of harming yourself or anybody else? Just asking the right questions and not being afraid that you're going to trigger them. Because something that I definitely want to mention is, don't be afraid to ask those questions. Don't be afraid to say, hey, are you thinking of suicide? Are you depressed? Because if they aren't thinking of suicide and you ask them that question, they're going to be so thankful that somebody's thinking of them that level. It's making me emotional. It's important. And if you call them out on it and they are thinking of it, maybe they will realize that there's people out there that are being aware and acknowledging their struggles and their need for help, and hopefully that gives them the courage to say, yeah, I am struggling with suicide or the thoughts of suicide. So just make sure if someone ever comes to you or if you know somebody that's struggling, be heard. Let them be heard. Listen, judgment free, and take it one person at a time, one pedal at a time, one moment at a time, even one breath at a time. We all get through.
Wise words. AI, it's all yours.
In the echoes of movement and purpose, Daniel Hurd, a torchbearer of the one pedal at a time movement. His words weave tales of connection. From Iowa's heart to Guam's distant shores, he finds common threads, bonds that endure. Iowa's nice and Guam's hospitality, a symphony of kindness, a universal chord. RAGBRAI's wheels spin, towns embraced in Iowa's embrace, a shared warmth, a similar kindness, a mirror in Guam, where water's whispers cradle the soul, polar opposites, some might declare. Yet in Daniel's eyes, the truth unfolds, a shared essence, a unity found, different hues of the same vibrant thread. Petals weave a tale, Iowa to Guam's embrace. Kindness knows no bounds.
Not bad. As the riders pull into town, a rare treat awaits. RAGBRAI organizers have planned a section of the day's route to travel through the famous Jack Trice Stadium, home of the Cyclones, complete with cheers and encouragement from the university cheerleaders. This was definitely a win, and enough to convince riders to make a worthwhile stop to score some special photo ops. Say cheese. Day 3 appropriately winds down with a gentle ride through this calm neighborhood park in Ames. After 100 miles of road, tons of food vendors, stories, and new friends, I can say this is going to be one restful night. If you can sleep through the sound of generators, that is. Ah, rise and shine. Day 4 takes us from Ames to the capital city of Des Moines, with an easy 54 miles ahead. Let's sit back and enjoy this one, folks.
Don't drop that phone, go!
Write yourself out there. It's only in your head to feel it down. Look down on. Do your best. Do everything you can. Don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. Sometimes there's a girl in the middle of the road. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time. Little girl in the middle of the road. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
The best thing about RAGBRAI, one could argue, is the people. The hospitality, kindness, and stories shared by those you meet along the way are the essence of what makes the journey so special. Family, friends, and community seems to be the common thread so far. Well, would you look at this? Ah, yes, there's nothing like rolling down the open freeway. Just you and your bike, with the sun on your face and the wind at your back. Whoops, don't take the wrong exit. I can't think of a more perfect way to end the day than with a ride like this into Des Moines. Can you?